Welcome. This is Love Knows Best here. Oops. Um. If I can. Let's see here. Let's see. We gotta get this thing set up right quick. There we go. Welcome. This is Love Knows Best here. Now I'm gonna call this my 2 cents. My 2 cents, and this is why America is in this situation it is in right now. And who's to blame? I'm going to rant. A lot of people are not going to like this, but it's true, biblically true, and biblically true. It's everybody's fault. I'm sorry to tell you. I'm cut to the chase. Whose fault is it that America's in the situation? It's everybody, every race, every gender, every nationality. At least the ones that are making biggest news, the media, the politicians, the Congress, the everybody's fault. And why? Simple. If I was to break it down by race, you see, everybody shares an equal blame. The blacks, the whites, the Mexicans, everybody in America, because nobody knows how to act. Everybody's seen hypocritical, blatantly and subtly hypocritical. What they're sowing the seeds of people are dying in the streets, not because of police, not necessarily, but because of each other. Blacks killing blacks, whites killing whites. Everybody killing each other, not all the time, but more than others. People don't want to deal with their own problems, but want to point out the problems of other people. I put it on Facebook. It's a quote from the Bible. Jesus said himself. I think it's Matthew 23. He said, "How can you say or tell your brother, let me take the stick out your eye when you have a huge log in your own? You hypocrite. First take the log out your own eye, then you can see clearly enough to take the stick out your brother's eye. You have your own problems, and you're not dealing with it. You want to ignore it. To focus on somebody else's problem that is not even a threat to you, or not a top threat, at least. There are problems in this world, all over the world. Police brutality all over the world, not just in America. There is no place you're going to go in life or in this earth that you ain't got to deal with authority. The only place you ain't got to worry about is off this earth. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. And even then, you have to deal with authority, God's authority. God has established these governing authorities for a reason. When you rebel against it, you're not only rebelling against it, but you're rebelling against God Himself, which is sin. Let me tell you something. It's unrealistic to think of a world without think or imagine a world where there's no racism at all. I'm not saying we should have it, but it's impossible in this broken world as we see it today. In any world, the moment Adam fell, that possibility went out the window. I'm telling you the truth. Possibility. Slavery has been a thing since the beginning of time. It isn't unique to America, so people need to stop listening to these dumb politicians who trying to pander that America created races, created slavery. They just want to create more division, which is ridiculous because they all know that's not true. I'm listening to morally bankrupt people. They don't know nothing about morals at all. They're not even doing anything morally correct themselves, and you want to listen to them. Okay, listen to something. Listen for once. You need to open your mind. Stop being so closed-minded to things you only want to listen to. Not everything in life is racist. It's going to come down. You just keep going on. There ain't gonna be nothing black on the shelves. Black people are hurting themselves by claiming everything's racist. They're going to remove. Next thing you know, they're going to remove peanut butter that was invented by black people. They're going to remove anything that was ever invented by black folks off the shelf because it's offensive to black people. What? No, they're not removing anything white. They're removing black stuff. Aunt John, Aunt Jemima, Uncle Ben. Next thing you know, they'll be trying to get rid of peanut butter, which was reclaimed it's invented by black men. Oh, it might be offensive. You don't know. But these people, you letting white people tell you what's offensive. And that's another problem. Not a problem. If you got somebody else got to tell you what's offensive, then there's something wrong. If somebody else has to tell you something's offensive, then obviously America isn't that racist. I'm just saying. So denying people worshiping their own race. You doing just what the Klan was doing. You ain't no better. You worry about a stupid hat on somebody's head. A Trump hat. Don't they got a right to support their president? I don't understand this. People forget they live in America, right? They forget they have a constitution. They forget they have a bill of rights. They forget that people have a right to do whatever they want to because they live in America. We don't live in a dictatorship. We don't live in an autonomous zone. We don't live in an authoritarian regime. Just because you don't like it don't mean you get to go over there and do whatever you feel like doing. One of these days you won't try to do that and you get your butt kicked. It'll be your own fault. It won't be racist. Be defending themselves from stupid people who think it's their right to beat up people because of something they don't like. Oh my goodness. But violence begot violence. You aren't going to end any racism by beating people up. I can almost guarantee that. Never in history has that ever happened. No wars ever won on racism that ever ended with racism ending its life. No. The civil rights wasn't given to us because we beat somebody up. No, that didn't work. Malcolm X and all the Black Power moments couldn't get it done with their violence. So what makes you think doing what you're doing today is going to do anything different? Doing the same thing and expecting a different result is insanity. Nothing will change with violence. Nothing will change beating people up. It's just going to stay the same and you end up with worse treatment than you had before. Turning a blind eye to your own problems in your own communities does not help yourself at all. What's going to end up happening is that you're going to be blinded to what's going on in front of you. The small stuff. That when you facing the big stuff, you ain't gonna have no help. You are reaping what you're sowing. When you sow the seed of hate, hatred, bitterness, and resentfulness, you only get a terrible result. No, when you sow bad seeds, you get bad fruit. It's not the other way around. If you sow an orange, you're going to get an orange tree. You're not going to get bananas. I'm just saying. Apples, you're not going to get apples. whatever fruit you sow, whatever seed you sow, you will get. Period. These Christian, quote unquote, Christian people out there involved in this. Let me tell you something. Y'all not working. Let me tell you, y'all supposed to be operating the Bible first and not human theology, human theory. I mean, what happened to the Bible? Like, I understand y'all think y'all doing what is right, but y'all not inquisitive enough to read your own word, love your enemies, and pray for them. You forget that's in the Bible, right? I'm just saying y'all forgot that was in the Bible. You know, no, the Bible teaches you to love your enemies and pray for them, not beat them up, not scold them, not curse them, not do all whatever woke stuff you think is a good thing to do right at the moment because everybody else doing it. Y'all forget that, don't you? Jesus died for their sins, just like he died for yours. Who are you saving? Who are you bringing to Christ with your behavior? Nobody. I'm just saying, you're following wicked people who have no regard for God and his people. They don't care about you. They only care about you because you're on their side at the moment. Because you have betrayed your own teachings to follow in line with what they're doing. These people call anything peaceful protesters. You can't go by that all the time. You know they're liars. They call rioters peaceful protests. Obvious hypocrisy here. But a burning building is not peaceful. Last time I checked. How is it that y'all can see all this stuff going around y'all and then still claim it's peaceful? Let me think it. One bad loaf can ruin entire bread just because if you don't do anything to stop it, you're just as liable of it. It doesn't matter what happens. In the end, you can't separate yourself from it because you didn't do anything to prevent it. You let anybody, anything get in the midst of your crowd and they act a fool, now you're responsible. Simple as that. You're responsible for whatever nonsense they do. That's how it works. Especially if people are going out of their way to defend these people. It makes it your case even harder. They're not out, these media people are not out there for you in your protests. The media is also hindering you. I hope you know that. When they mix you in with those bad people in your crowd that you're trying to separate yourself from. By calling them peaceful protesters. They think they're covering for you. They're not covering for you. They're not. They're making it worse. They're calling rioters peaceful protests along with the other peaceful protests that are in there. So that when you go out there into the next place, when you're trying to peacefully protest and you get resistant, they all think you are just the same, but you're not. But the matter is, that can't be helped because you got the media over there telling rioters and looters that they're just as peaceful protesters as you are. I don't care how mad you are. That doesn't help your case. If you can't control yourself, you aren't just doing exactly what they say you are. You don't need to demean your own self because you're angry. Martin Luther King, you don't think people back in the day were angry? They wanted to loot and do all the nonsense. But Martin Luther King said, nope, y'all ain't doing that. Y'all ain't distracting from my protest. He understood that, how angry people were. But there's no way he was going to condone their behavior and let it distract from his protest. People forget what Martin Luther King was actually trying to do. Now they're trying to undo it. They're disrespecting what he's doing, what he did. was trying to make it easier for us as black people to get rights. We got our rights. He was successful in doing that. He got what we needed so that we can live our lives free as possible. He ain't no dummy. He knew that racism wasn't going to go away. Obviously, that was not his dream. Did he say, I dreamed that one day racism was going to never be existing in the world? No, he never said that. He also never said, I had a dream that one day police brutality would never exist. Never. He knew that was not going to be a reality. You can't make dreams of things that are not going to ever happen. Okay? You gotta be reasonable. Is it the same as it was back then? No. Not even close. The fact that you have to be told what's racist is proof enough that it's nowhere near that bad. The fact that we had a black president is proof that it's not bad, even though he made things worse as far as race concerned. He made things worse. Somehow he made it worse. I don't understand how that works. You know, the hypocrisy is when it comes to leaders. You worshiped your leader when he was in office, but the moment the other side gets a chance, it's racism. I'm so tired of this hypocrisy. Why is it okay for you to have an idol and not the other side? Why is it okay for you to have an idol, but when it's the other one's time, but the other side have an idol, you have a problem with it? When you had your idol, they didn't have riots. They didn't go up and throwing bricks in your house. They didn't firebomb your car. They ain't beat you up in the streets. They ain't throw hot water in your they ain't bother you while you were trying to eat. They ain't run you out of your business. They ain't try to get you fired. But good forbid, the moment the other side, y'all trying to get people fired, y'all running up on people's houses, you're beating up in the street for having a hat. I think Obama had a hat too. Nobody beat y'all up for having an Obama hat. Nobody beat you up for having an Obama phone. Nobody beat you up for having any of that stuff. But the moment it's the other side, you think it's okay for you to do it. I don't get y'all. I don't worship nobody. But I know people want me, oh, you must be a Trump supporter because you defending Trump. No, I'm just saying an observation, okay? First of all, if anything, I'm at least consistent. More consistent than y'all people. More consistent than y'all. Because 20 years ago, y'all didn't hate Trump. 20 years ago, y'all did not hate that guy. All of a sudden, he ran for president. All of a sudden, he knew he's the Hitler. All of a sudden, he runs for president. He's the most racist person on the planet. But that 5 years ago, we don't gotta go 20 years ago. We gonna go 5, 6, 7, maybe 7 years ago. Y'all liked the man. You had him in all your rap music. But now, he's the most hated person on the planet because your masters told you so. Media say he's racist. Oh, what? He's racist? I can't hang out with him no more. What proof do you have that he's racist? Well, he did say what you have to lose in Raleigh once. That's not racist. Can you give me something else that is actually racist? His uncle was in the Klan. And that doesn't mean he's racist. Doesn't mean he belongs to the Klan. You can't be born into the Klan. You have to digitally join it. Even then, I think that's kind of skeptical. I mean, he talked about, you mean the same issue that black people have been talking about for years. Why is it all of a sudden racist? Because he's talking about it. Y'all been saying y'all need y'all education system sucks for a long time. Now all of a sudden it's racist because he mentioned it. When Obama mentioned it, it's no problem. But the moment it's, oh my goodness, y'all need to get out of here with this double standard nonsense. How y'all think anything will ever get solved in America when y'all flip flop on what's racist or not? He flip flop depending on which letter is beside the guy's name. It's only racist when the Republican gets up there, but the moment the Democrat is not racist. He said the exact same thing he said. Y'all need to get real. Hold people to the exact same standard. You hold anybody else. Democrats say something racist, and they get a pass, but the moment it's the right person, the Republican guy's name, it's that particle sin. Like, I don't understand this logic. I know y'all gonna say, oh, all the many years of slavery and blah, 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 blah. Y'all never were alive during those times, so stop bringing that crap up. None of y'all know anything about, if those people were alive today, they would smack you upside your head and say, you have no idea what we experienced. You have nothing to stand on except for the books you read. You have nothing to, no ground to grasp the understanding of what we've been through, except for the books you read and the movies you watch. Miss me with the we were slaves nonsense, because you never was a slave. I was. You never was. You are blessed. You should consider yourself blessed that you never was a slave. You should consider yourself blessed that you were born outside that era. Now, you may be experiencing you may have been born in the period of distress the first time because you're about 50, 60 years old. Those who are 16 years old and over, I may have been around during those times, and that's terror. But you still need to be considered you're blessed, because you get to see the results of your labor. But y'all spend too much time worrying about what somebody says instead of reaping from the benefits of somebody else, what somebody else worked for. I spend too much time trying to tear down stuff. Spend too much time being offended by stuff that you can't even enjoy the crop around you. You got a huge field around you that's ready to be harvested, but y'all can't even enjoy it. Can't enjoy it because you spend too much time being offended by everything. And now the harvest is being taken from you, and you think it's okay. Y'all too delusional. Y'all so delusional. Y'all, the harvest being snatched from you, and you too delusional. Think it's so delusional in y'all mess. So blinded by y'all mess that y'all don't even realize it. Y'all so blinded by your hurt feelings that you can't even see that your harvest is being taken from you and given to somebody else. I don't understand how much more this got to deal with you ungrateful people. You know what a parent would do to ungrateful children when they've been given so much and appreciate little? They get the stuff taken away from it, and it's been given to somebody who would appreciate it. Believe me or not, it's happened in the Bible before. You don't believe me, look in the Bible. The Israelites didn't appreciate what they had, and it was taken from them and given to somebody else. And then they had to earn it back again several times. They were enslaved several times. They were blessed with a kingdom, but because they didn't appreciate it, it was taken from them and given to somebody else. And then they had to fight to get it back again. And this happened over and over and over again till the coming of Jesus. But it's happening to us because we don't appreciate what we have, and we spend too much time complaining about what we don't have. What we do have is being taken from us and given to somebody else who will appreciate it. Don't believe me? Look at what's happening now. You having stuff that was given to us over time snatched off the shelves because offense. Uncle Aunt Jemima given to us over the centuries. Y'all so busy worried about it being racist. Y'all should be grateful that you have a box, an item in your image. Snatched off the shelf. Uncle Ben snatched off the shelf because y'all not appreciating what's being given to you. What next we taking from us? our inventions that are a legacy, our history, what we invented, snatched up from us because we don't appreciate anything. You're only trying to tear down the history, but you can't erase history no matter how much you, what you do, no matter what you do, those things will still be a reality. So it really doesn't matter where you stash down the T. But let me tell you the truth, what's going on here. They trying to tear down the establishment. It's deeply rooted, and want you to believe it's deeply rooted in racism. It's not. There's more to what these people did than you know them for. What you read in your books. The worst thing about them is the most important thing they did. Then they wouldn't have made a statue about it. George Washington, the worst thing George Washington did in his entire life was owning, inheriting slaves from his parents. They wouldn't have made a statue of him. If the worst thing Thomas Jefferson did was have slaves, then they wouldn't have made a statue of him. I think they both had a similar circumstance. George Washington didn't get slaves. He inherited from his parents, so he had no choice, even though he didn't like having them. It's a thing of their time. By the way, you tear down his statue because at one time he had slaves. So what? The whole world had slaves at one time. Even Africans had slaves. Should we just rename Africa as well? Continent of Africa. Let's pretend Africa didn't exist because they had slaves at one time. Let's pretend that the world don't exist because it had slaves at one time. Let's pretend that nothing exists because it had slaves at one time. Then the world never existed because it was racist at one time. Let me get over yourself. Y'all need to forgive your neighbor. Y'all need to let that stuff go. My God, y'all gotta let that stuff go. Y'all can't be holding on to stuff from the past just because it was the past. You can't do nothing about the past. That's not justice. And if you want to cry for justice, you need to be aware that you have to go to come to yourself. Because your ancestors also had slaves. You forget about that. When in fact you forgot about that. Justice ain't caring how many it was. If it was 1, 2, or 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The fact that you even had it, since you don't hold that standard, is just as bad. Because technically speaking, justice doesn't care about specifics. Is they wrong? Is they wrong? If you did something wrong too, you just as liable as the person next to you who did something wrong. And but all this talk, let me tell you what it boils down to in the end. It don't matter. I'm gonna tell you why it don't matter. Because the Bible is true in its prophecy. Living in the last days, don't you know? Don't you know? We live in the last days. The Bible already talked about people's wickedness growing ever stronger. People being ungrateful, boastful, wicked, self-grandizing, narcissistic, without gratitude, ungrateful, which is pretty much the same thing. Haters of God, rappers than love. All these things, etc., etc., etc. Everything that is not the Bible, that's what we gonna see more of. Like, we are seeing people not be able to raise their kids the way they want to raise their kids. We have government telling people how they should raise their kids. I'm weary about raising kids in this world right now. Because you can't even raise the kids you want to raise how you want to raise them. At least in the countries that still can still raise the kids. It came to a point where the kid pretty much has to be on autopilot. Because we're relaying lands. Technically how it's going now. And if he happens to have an urge to be a girl, now you gotta accommodate that nonsense. If he wants to be a girl, now you gotta accommodate him. And if you don't agree, you're transphobic. trans. Probably I said it 3 times. Um, if you don't agree with homosexuality, you're a homophobe. It don't matter. But the fact of the matter is, he said if they hate you, they will. If they hate me, they'll hate you. Yeah, simple as that. If you're against them, they'll be there against them. They're gonna be against you. It's simple mathematics, simple logic. They don't appreciate God's word, then they're not gonna appreciate you who follows it. I'm gonna tell you something in the end. You need to be more loyal to the Bible than you do to your own race. I'm sorry to tell you this, but you're supposed to be Christian first and black second. Your race should not overlap God. Okay, the moment it does, you have already lost the plot. I'm sorry to tell you this. You are already defeated. The moment it overlaps, the moment it becomes more important than God Himself, you have already lost the title. You're just a Christian by name only. Same for white people, same for black, same for white people, same for Mexicans, same for any other race that puts their race before God. What their responsibilities, what they're supposed to do as a Christian. We've already lost the plot. You need to be careful. You need to be careful. You need to be careful. What do you value more, your God or your race? That you need to ask yourself. Paul liked his people, but he knew his loyalty was with God, not his people. In the day, you ain't gonna get intersectionality. Ain't gonna be nothing. There ain't gonna be no such thing. This intersectionality is wicked because it doesn't exist in the Bible. It doesn't. It just doesn't. Because when you let things happen by nature, things will happen right. But the moment you try to force it, it doesn't go right. All these forcing people to do stuff because of somebody's color skin is not the biblical way of doing it. You're supposed to get it because you earned it, not because of the color of your skin. It's supposed to be by the contents of the character and your skills that you have developed over time. That's how it's supposed to go, not the other way around. Otherwise, your position means nothing. What you achieved means nothing. You only got what you achieved because you're black. That's what's going to be said about you. That's going to be your legacy. So you got what you got because not because you were skilled to do it, because you were black, or because you were white, or because you're a woman, or because your ex sexual orientation. You only got that high because of what you were. You ain't get that because you were skilled. You ain't get that because you knew what you were doing. You got it because your color, or your skin, or your gender, or your sexual identity. Do not lower yourself to such levels of plurality. Like this. You are more than what you will become. As also said to his son. Simple. You are more than what you will become. You are more than what's on the outside. You are more than what's between your legs. You are more than that. Your identity isn't just that. If it was just that, then you have a sad life. Trust me, you are more. I've said this many times before. You are more than just what your race says you are. Quit this nonsense about white privilege and nonsense. It's all nonsense. These people got what they got because they earned it, not because they were white, because they earned it. You could earn it too. You worked hard enough. Trust me, I had to overcome some things. I had some setbacks, but I ain't let none of that crap hold me back. It could have been easy. I could have just let the first setback I hit. The man trying to get me down, man. Man trying to get me down. I don't know what to do. I had to hit a roadblock. I'm just gonna quit right there. I ain't gonna try to get over it. I'm not gonna get over it. I'm just gonna let that roadblock be my stumbling block, and I'm not gonna never let nothing help us. I'm not gonna try anything else because the the ghost kept me from doing it. Well, that's my 2 cents. We got a problem in America when people can't have a conversation without getting called a name. We have a problem in America. You can't have a debate without name calling. You can't disagree. You can't agree to disagree. We have a problem in America. We have a spiritual problem in America. I wish I found out about YouTube a long time ago. I would have been made videos. Y'all would I had proof. We'll be talking about this before, but because I never thought the thought of going on YouTube never even crossed my mind. Nonetheless, I, I, I think it sort of did, but I thought I needed a camera. I don't know. It just never crossed my mind to do it. If it did, I would have been done it. It just never crossed my mind. I could have been doing these videos. But anyway, this is Love Knows Best. And this is my 2 cents. Please like and subscribe below. Comment, please. So I mean, I don't know, some of these people, I don't know, some of these people are not really watching my videos, just saying let's be friends. I don't know if these are hacks, but let me tell you something. You gonna see. But like and subscribe. I'm trying to build this channel. And all everybody is welcome, not just conservative, liberal, and centrist. Over time, my viewpoint politically is more in the middle. I don't really have a political. I'm on the social commentaries things. I just point out things that I think are wrong, right, hypocritical. I put them out. Put the problems. No. The thing about Trump supporters, the word Trump supporter, is kind of odd. Well, no, I'm gonna tell you why it's odd. Everybody should be supporting the president and hoping he do a good job, because if he doesn't, this world is gonna go to this country is gonna be in very trouble if he doesn't. They vilify everything he does, good or bad. It don't even matter. They make us like the world's coming to end. Like people don't give him a chance in heck. Like you man get your cancer and they'll have a problem with it, and that's the problem with America. There's too many biased people in America. Authoritarianism. They have a very authoritarianism problem, and it's been a problem on both sides of the spectrum. Both sides have authoritarian problem. Both want to be the all authority on things. They all want to have the final say on what is right, because they know what's right for America. Everybody thinks they know what's right for America, but nobody wants to come together and have a conversation about what's right for America without them demanding that they agree with them. It's more so, now some people are right are more open-minded than half the people on the left. And it's the same with the Democrats. Let me tell you something about Trump. Trump is not a Republican. Okay, he is. He's not conservative. He is more liberal. He's too moderate for the Democrats. That's why he's on that side to begin with. He was too moderate for the Democrats. That's why he's on the conservative side, not because he's a conservative, because he was too moderate for the Democrats at the time. That's why they didn't take him in the first place. And plus, he put himself in the corner, which he couldn't take Donald Trump in the first place because he was too rich. And they're forced to have to do what we call a checklist candidate. I call him checklist candidate because everybody has a checklist of who should be president next. We had a black person check, Okay, next thing we know, next thing you know, we need a woman. We need a woman. We need to make sure we get a woman in president or VP, because then we have to check that mark of presidents we had. Now, next thing we know, we're gonna need gays, we're gonna need trans, and then we're gonna need, if Earth still exists, we might be able to squeeze in whatever other thing that we need to put on the checklist, and then we go back, start over again. Uh, That's why they pressing Joe Biden to get a woman vice VP, so they can have a first woman. Wait a minute, wait, they didn't know they would have had a woman VP, but they didn't like her because she was a Republican. And on the other side, just like they would already had a black president, but they didn't like him because he was on the wrong side of the aisle. They would have had a black president, but he was on the wrong side of the aisle. And plus, I wouldn't blame him because he don't talk he's too soft spoken to be president. And I think I heard him speak one time, and he got my voice. He got my voice. He was over there, you can't hear that. What was that, Big Carson? Can you speak up a little bit louder? Shut up. We can't hear you from all the way in the back. He's too soft spoken. I think that he don't have enough confidence in what he's saying. I think he has confidence. He knows what he's saying. He's a smart person, but he talks too soft. Maybe that was just that one day. I don't. Maybe something wrong with a mic that can get his voice right. But if he's soft. He's soft spoken, but he don't take a lot of crap. Despite that. Me, on the other hand, there are smart black folks around, like, but people reject smartness for. They do. I'm just gonna put it out there. People don't like smart people. They'll pick people they like more than they pick a smart person. They don't pick somebody they like over somebody who actually knows what they're talking about. Before they listen to somebody who actually knows what they're talking about, they'll listen to Bobo across the street because he's cool with them over somebody who actually researched stuff and knows what he's talking about. But I said I was done. So I'm going to end that here. That's my 2 cents.